Well, I thought I'd give you a little tour uh, for the 10% project. As we started a little project, my wife and I, about 4 years ago. We decided to start a edible landscaping nursery because we couldn't find uh, basically food-producing trees here in Zone 9B. So this is one of our greenhouses. As you can see, some ranging over a little bit. Those are our olive trees. We've got bananas, apples, and such. We've got our shade area here where we've got mangoes and stuff being stored. We're extending the shade area. And then we have another smaller greenhouse over here. And in there is a lot of our personal plants and then some more mangoes or avocados and starfruit. So if we come along here, and we can show you, I know it's a mess a bit, but this is our baby plant area and some of our nursery or infirmary plants. These are going to be personally grown. So we've got cherry of the Rio Grande, Zamorano dragon fruit, a lila avocado, a raspberry, a cashew, a jabuticaba. We got a bay leaf here, and then 2 peach trees that need some work. But over here are some of our babies. We've got here is turmeric and Okinawan spinach. We've got cranberry hibiscus and Zamorano's dragon fruit. I said that was that. And then we've got over here, we've got where we upgraded some of our little bananas up into 1 gallons. We've got a Falsa that needs some help, so he's up here. We've got goji berries, pineapples, dwarf mulberries, and yellow dragon fruit, and need some weeding, but we're getting there with that. And then I'll take you where our main project was a few weeks ago, and we'll do a tour of that. Coming down off of our back porch. This is basically zone 0, and then this will be our zone 1 area. This area needs to be cleaned out severely. It's got a lot of Brazilian pepper, but in there is 2 wonderful peach trees. So I need to get in there with a chainsaw. As you can see, our grass is a little long. We finally got some rain this week. And we're coming out to the back area that it's about a half acre that we're planting out with trees. So a lot of these came out of that infirmary area that I showed you, and so they all needed help, so I decided to put them in the ground since I couldn't sell them. Do a real quick little walk out here. Back here is all our pasture with our sheep and goats, by the way. So this first little tree we come up to is a Brogden avocado. And that'll be growing here. They produce about a 1-pound Mexican style avocado. This was an Arkan starfruit that was not happy, had no leaves on it, and now look at it in just a couple of weeks. This is a pink guava called Takal. You're going to find a lot of these. We planted a bunch of these. This little jackfruit had just that little thing of leaves. It's now almost tripled in size. Sorry, the camera's off. So it's almost tripled in size. This is a tropical sweet cherry called Acerola or Barbados cherry. It's doing quite happily. This is that Indian sherbet berry that you saw, the one that needed help on the porch. Well, this is one we planted. It's already fruiting. This one's a mystery mango. It lost its tag, so we don't know what variety it is, so we'll find out. We've got another pink guava called Takal. This is another mystery mango. We got it from a friend of ours. Have no idea what variety. This is another Indian sherbet berry, and it is just loaded with berries, as you can see, waiting for them to ripen. This is a loquat that was in desperate need of help, so we've pruned it back, and it's now starting to leaf out nicely. Another cherry that we planted. Another mystery mango. Have no idea what it is. Lost its tag. We'll find out when it starts producing fruit. Another guava. This one got a little bent. We'll probably have to stake it and straighten it a little bit more, but it's looking good. Leafed out. Red mulberry. So we just got this from somebody. Have no idea. We had it. You can see it's been chopped off. It died back. They gave it to us. It was in desperate need. We fixed it. We'll see how it does. We're starting our elderberries. We got a whole bunch of elderberries planted. This is one. There's another one. This, we don't know if it's going to make it or not. We will see. It's a persimmon someone gave us that just was not happy. So we'll see how it does. Again, it came out of the infirmary, so we plopped it in the ground. More elderberry, more elderberry, more elderberry. First of our banana circles. The bananas and plantains, we have no earthly idea what varieties. They lost their tags. An elderberry stuck in there, another banana circle. A elderberry that is just full of ripe berries that I got to come out and pick and harvest. More elderberries. Some small bananas that we put in that are growing. The little one there you see, that's how big the other one was, so it's sprouting up nicely, and the same with these. They were about the same size. More elderberry ready to be picked. More elderberry, more elderberry, more elderberry, more bananas and plantains. These elderberries, by the way, came in as little plants, and they're already flowering. We just put them in about 8 weeks ago. More elderberries, more elderberry to be harvested. Lots of it all growing up in these. These bigger elderberries were put in last fall. The same with those big bananas were put in the fall. The rest of these were only put in about 8 weeks ago. So we're walking through our elderberry grove here, and some more, as you can see. Lots of nice ripe elderberries ready to be picked. Flowering and already getting berries. These little ones that were just put in. More elderberry. Elderberry, elderberry. These are dwarf mulberries. Put them in, we thought they were going to be dead when we put them in. They were in pots. And look at them now. They're all bursting. They had some fruit on them. I was picking it the last few weeks. This area that needs to be weed whacked a little is a rose and blueberry area. So as you can see, we got some blueberries with blueberries on them already, ready to pick. They're kind of late for the year, but they're in there. Got 4 different varieties of blueberries. There's another variety called Sunshine Blue. It's a dwarf. It's growing. And then roses. Roses and blueberries go well together. I've buried in there, and I got to get it cleaned up, is 3 different varieties of dragon fruit. This is just, I mean, this was weed whack last week, and you can see how much it's grown in a week just from a little bit of rain. Then over on this side, this is a possum purple. Oh, sorry, this is the Panama red passion fruit. As you can see, I've got it tied up. It's going to cover this fence. And then we've got another mango here. This is called a Malika. It had a whole bunch of mangoes on it. It's down to just 1 left on it, but I mean, it's a brand new plant. It was only put in about 8 weeks ago. So it's still a baby. This was a sad-shaped papaya. Hopefully it'll spring back. Maybe getting too much water up here. We'll have to see. This is the possum purple passion fruit. So it's all doing its thing. We've got a plum. This is called the Scarlet Beauty plum. Another pink guava. There's another papaya that's just not happy, but we plopped it in there to see if we could get it to come back. It wasn't happy in its pot. This is a tango mandarin. As you can see, it's got fruit on it. We've got another pink guava that we just put in. This is what all of those looked like just 6 weeks ago. This one was only put in about 2 weeks ago. This is a navel orange, and that's a navel orange that I'd been neglecting for years, did nothing with, never got any fruit. All of a sudden I cleaned it up, started feeding it, and 8 weeks ago. And now I've got about 2 dozen navel oranges on both, on each of them. Another tango mandarin. Now this is a happy papaya. It's growing up. It had broken off. As you can see, it had gotten broken, and I just nursed it back to health. Another tango mandarin. This little plant here is a pineapple guava that had gotten lost in our greenhouse, never taken care of, so we're hoping it'll spring back. This is a little pomegranate. And then this pomegranate, we hadn't done anything with it for years, and it did nothing for us. And this year it decided to have after feeding it and giving it regular irrigation, produced tons of flowers. Now we've got one pomegranate there, one here, one here, one here, and another one down there. So it's the first time we're going to get pomegranates out of it. And then we've got a lemon and a lime tree. So as you can see, we're doing a little over 10% of our plantings. Pretty much 90% of our plantings are all edible. And then this area that's still got a pile, I got to burn off all that, and this will be a vineyard. So we're going to have, and this is just one small section. I still have that side of my pond to do. And that side of my pond over there, we'll be getting more mulberries, elderberries, bananas, and lychees. So we're really moving along.